The fastest way to kill your creativity is to treat your camera like a math test. There's a debate in photography that never really goes away. Manual mode versus automated modes. And the manual side almost always wins the argument. Because manual is intentional. Manual means you actually understand your camera. But I shoot almost exclusively in aperture priority. And I think it's finally time to explain why. And why this whole debate might actually be missing the point entirely. Hi, hello everybody, welcome back to a new video, hope you're all well. So, the camera mode thing. In 2014, I bought my first camera, a DSLR, the Nikon D5200. I didn't really learn photography back then. I didn't really watch YouTube, I didn't take any courses, and I didn't really follow any debates on online forums. But I did own a single book about photography. And that book taught me the absolute standards, the rule of thirds, and how to shoot in manual mode. It taught me that manual mode was the baseline, the mode that every pro photographer used, and what I thought I had to learn to become a good photographer. So I learned the camera, but I didn't really practice the art of photography. In fact, between 2017 and 2018, I shot at most 200 photos in total. And after that, I basically put the camera down. It wasn't until early 2024, when I bought the Ohm System Ohm 5, that I actually started practicing photography for real. But because of that old textbook foundation, I was stuck in a rut right out of the gate. I'd go out for a photo walk, and instead of actually looking at the light or hunting those supporting subjects I always talk about on this channel, I was just staring at a blinking light meter. I was constantly stressing about whether my ISO and shutter speed were perfectly balanced. And the worst part, when the light suddenly shifted, I was busy spinning dials. I missed the moment. I was paralyzing myself because I was convinced that this old textbook foundation, the technical friction, was something you just dealt with. I thought that this is just the way photography has to be done. But eventually something just clicked. I realized the little computer inside my camera is incredibly smart and definitely much faster at calculating exposure than I am, which, let's be honest, is a pretty low bar. I decided to stop fighting my camera. I switched the dial to aperture priority, and honestly, I haven't looked back. And stepping away from that rigid manual mindset gave me 3 things I didn't even realize I was missing. The first was composition. When I stopped doing the math, I got my brain back. And with that mental space, I could finally look at the edges of my frame. I could squint and look for geometry, see how the shadows were stretching across the scene, figure out if my supporting subjects were actually balancing the main subject or just sitting there. I was still making the most important creative decision, the depth of field. How much of the story is in focus? Whether to isolate a lonely bus stop with a shallow depth of field, or stop down to f8 and let the massive empty scene become a part of the feeling. The camera handled the math, and I got to build the stage. The second thing it gave me was control. And this is the part that surprised me, because I expected to lose it. I didn't lose control of the light, I just moved it somewhere else. My fingers started living on the exposure compensation dial. If I was shooting a harsh geometric shadow from a street sign and wanted it to look punchy, I didn't have to recalculate my shutter speed, I just moved it one stop down. If I was shooting a snowy minimalist scene and the camera's meter was trying to make it look grey and muddy, I just dial the EV comp up instead to bring that airy, bright feeling back. I didn't even have to take my eye away from the viewfinder. For the style I shoot, which relies heavily on clean light, negative space, and isolating those quiet, everyday subjects, being able to instantly override the camera's meter is crucial. Riding that one dial has become pure muscle memory. The gear finally got completely out of my way. And when a gear gets out of your way, you start to just see. And that led to the third thing. The one I keep coming back to on this channel. Presence. I genuinely believe that 90% of photography is just seeing. And I believe the only way to actually do that is to keep technical friction to an absolute minimum. Now, I set a minimum shutter speed based on where I'm shooting, depending on weather or how much the wind is moving the trees around. And I let auto ISO handle the rest. That's it. No looking down mid-walk, no adjusting dials every time a cloud moves, just being there, experiencing the location, letting the walk actually be a walk. But here's the part where I have to be honest with you, and it might be the most frustrating thing I say in this video. It doesn't matter. Not it doesn't matter, so don't think about it. More like the mode is not the point. There are photographers who shoot fully manual and make images that feel completely alive and instinctive. And there are photographers who shoot program mode and capture moments that completely stops you in your tracks. And there are people like me, in the middle, using aperture priority as a creative framework. The mode is the road you take. The destination is the same. Because when someone looks at your photo, they don't know or care what dial you spun. They only care about the feeling the image gives them. The camera doesn't make the art, you do. What mode you choose says something about how you work best, about what mental space you need in order to create, about your personal balance between control and surrender. And that is deeply personal, the way photography always is. I shoot aperture priority because it gives me most of what I need. One clear creative decision and the freedom to be present. That's my reason. Yours might be completely different, and it might be just as right. So I'm really curious, what mode do you keep your camera on most of the time? And has it changed since you first picked up a camera? Let me know down in the comments. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a like and consider subscribing. I appreciate it so much. But until next time, have a good day or evening whenever you're watching this. Out.